What's going on with you all? What's going on with you all? I was gonna do this segment outside grounded, but it looked like the weather wanna start trickling down, so I'm still outside, the window down. We're gonna get this good breeze coming in, but it look like you wanna mess around and rain, you know what I'm saying? Chemtrails in effect. Don't also forget that your major factories that push all that shit out their clouds, as clouds, you know what I'm saying? Even our own functionable machines that deals with oil. Because realistically, if you do your research, there have been cars beyond just electric cars that have been conducted to work. You know what I'm saying? With the engine itself is what I'm speaking on. So we got this electric engine. Think of a remote control car already. You know what I'm saying? They got remote control cars. All you gotta do is what? Put on a battery. You know what I'm saying? Do you know there was a man that made an engine to run off water? Now, why was that a problem? Regardless regardless of what is in the water, water is water. So that means the car was going to be infinite. Nobody would have need to pay no money. But listen to me, if you pay attention, you realize it's free. That was a message. I wanna touch on something because I watch numerous guys and women, gods and goddesses. It's fun and funny, but I always to remember to separate reality from entertainment, because entertainment, once you enter, you're tamed or tamed. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be caught into those frequencies, because we all just trying to have some fun. Even those who go to the bar every day or every weekend just to get a couple drinks, you all trying to have fun, because this world is full of so much, yeah. But remember, if you're gonna have fun, these are just frequencies used naturally. So just be careful how you use your frequencies and your energy, man. Because frequencies is energy. So if you ain't know that. Let's get into this segment, man. But like I was saying, I watch a lot of different guys. And I'm like David Goggins, Kevin Samuels, the Tate brothers, Charleston White, Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? And I can get on like Kevin Samuels, MTR, Beyond 5D, Yaki, Dr. Sabi, Dr. Umar, Shiraza Ali, that's Goddess Isis, Kaya, the real Kaya. I'm freestyling right now. You saying? I watch so much different stuff. I like the guy Arcades. You know what I'm saying? I watch Speed. I watch Kai. You know what I'm saying? I watch Aiden. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that stick to most is the ones that I spoke first. So David Goggins, Kevin Samuels, Joe Rogan, Charleston White, the Tate brothers. I even sometimes watch myself. One thing I like about David Goggins, he spoke about motivation. And I was just talking to my lady. What is motivation? Because he said, fuck motivation. And at first I was like a pull. And then I was like, you know what? Motivation is self-talk. And if you're allowing yourself to bring yourself down with this self-talk, that's on you. Because to motivate, you can motivate good and you can motivate bad if you want to really be for real. Because if it's energy, motivate is to inspire pretty much. And inspire is to motivate. If I'm wrong, then you can say that. I'm going to say my opinion just for those that want to hold me accountable to my word. But yeah, fuck motivation. If your self-talk is allowing you to say, no, I'm not good enough, then you're not going to be good enough. I like David Goggins. I love how he's able to push through it. I'm watching this man push through it all. Push through when most people give up. I've watched some. He did 3 hell weeks in a year. Now, for those who know what that is, I was going to 10 Army and woo. You know what that is. That's no hoe. You know what I'm saying? I love how he's able just to push through it. I also watched something where he said that the dude would talk about him. It was another guy talking about him. This wasn't even him talking about himself or anything. There was another person talking about him and how he ended up stopping during a 35-mile run. This is something they say he do normally. And something wrong with his feet. I don't know if it was blisters or anything, but something start fucking up with his feet or ankles or something where he couldn't run. Everybody running past him, but this nigga get back up, and next thing you know, they see this nigga running behind him. He coming. He passed everybody. Next thing you know, he had the finish line first. There's a camera crew up there. The guy get there and asks the camera crew or whoever he asks, like, hey man, you know, what was Goggins, you know, who I guess asking who finished or whatever. I don't know what placement or if this was a race or a marathon, who, whatever. But he get to saying like Goggins was up there talking to himself. Talking to himself. Like, they don't know me, son. They don't fucking know me. You know what that told me, man? That voice, that self-talking him, is a god, nigga. That's a god. To push through it all, to overcome every obstacle. Let's move on. Joe Rogan. None of my segment has color to do with none of this. What I love about Joe Rogan, I've watched this man from the fighting to the fear factor to, I mean, I don't know he's not the only person that we've been watching. This ain't a That's So Raven and Orlando Brown, you know what I'm saying? But we've been watching Joe Rogan. And what I love about Joe Rogan, he don't even know what he doing to his soul. It's because he allowing himself to learn. You're speaking to all these different guys, ethnicities, even if you disagree with some of these things. You're not judging. You're allowing people to speak, opportunity. I listened to something that he said he felt like he was a loser as a young kid. And that allowed him feeling like a loser, what made him want to just keep pushing through it. He ended up doing martial arts or whatever. You know what that told me? Losing is what he used as a self-talk. Because in the back of his mind, he knew he was always going to win. He knew, I'm going to win. Even if he did not know how to win, you figure out how to win. Let's move on. Kevin Samuels, I love his honesty. And before I even say what I want to say to all the females and males, simps and the pimps, to anything that's changed, has anything changed since he's died? To my occurrence, not only more platforms have been made, but there also have been more women speaking and standing out against what the fuck bitches and the fuck niggas know. That him being honest with him, just being honest all the way with just everybody. You don't think I watched Kevin Samuels? But I'm able to watch him speak to the men and allow myself to embrace some of those words as well. But I also realize we're not living in the 19s whatevers or the early whatevers. We're in a shift right now. So the things that need to fall down will fall down. The things that need to stay up will stay up. And the things that need to shift and change and evolve will do so. But this is an evolution. This is evolution. And here comes the revolution. So long live Kevin Samuels. Being honest was very key, because not only was it honest able to spark the feelings and the emotions of some of us, where do most of our feelings and emotions lead to? Our heart. And our heart has a lot to do with the heart chakra. A lot to do with the heart chakra, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers think I'm wearing these, them motherfuckers, like, they wouldn't, like, motherfucker asked me this in the store. You don't even know what these is on my wrist. So you thinking I ain't against nothing or whatever. But I'm saying, this is about chakras. It's always been about chakras. Colors have meaning as well. Let's move on. Charleston White. I like Charleston White truth. That man is honest. Because all of you guys calling him the police when he told you, he would tell. Huh? That's what I thought. 2 + 2 is 4. And everybody want to push it because we got this thing. This was pushed on us now, but we got this thing as black people, this code or whatever, and most of us don't even respect the code. Most of us don't even stick to this code. So him standing in this truth and standing out and saying and speaking out what's wrong and what need to change, that inspires me. These guys inspire in their own ways. Dewberry, his homie and shit. I fuck with Brick Baby. I fuck with Nipsey. Besides just what niggas do musically. Niggas want to call Charleston White out for his own thing, but just because you disagree with it, don't mean it's not the truth. You wouldn't be getting all these views getting sold out everywhere if it wasn't the truth. Somebody agree with that shit. So I like what he doing. I don't know what you guys out here pursuing anyway. Because let's put it in this way. Even if the police, I'm pretty sure it'd probably be a different name. But even if the police was all black and it all stood for us, it would just be rented to us to go tell. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that was about, I ain't got no time for nobody not with this change shit. We all see it need to be a change. We all see it need to be a shift that needs to happen. We're gonna witness some things happen within the next few years. Let's get on the Tate brothers. Beyond being inspirational, they are a part of this matrix fall. And the strong father that they had, I don't know what these niggas was being taught, man. But not many men speak from chest. Kevin Gates and Eric Thomas should be a part of this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys touch me to my core, man, when I listen to them speak. Tate brothers. And what I love, they were foreseeing, they were already foreshadowing and foreseeing everything that they were talking about. This man on an interview talk about something. I have no suicidal thoughts about myself or no thoughts of killing myself. So just to let everybody know, I would not kill myself. Why was that? Why would that need to be said? So people know he wouldn't kill himself. So if he ended up dying, if him and his brothers or cousins, whatever ended up happening, first thing people gonna say is they did it. In the uprising. They know they can't stop this, so they're gonna do everything they can to push. They're gonna do everything they can to push out what they need to push out. You understand? You said what? You talking about my chest hairs? You motherfuckers raped and pillaged, man. This shit was passed down in my genes, man. My people ain't naturally had no. I mean, let's move on. We're having too much fun. And I'm realizing what type of fun we're having. And I'm only meaning fun as in frequency used naturally. So something that gives you a bit of excitement or surprise or a good dopamine kick. You don't know how to control that. You don't know how to you're not learning or not knowing how to discipline that. You must discipline that. Okay? Because don't say you love me if you don't love yourself. And love comes in levels. But the big part of it is living on valued energy. And if you don't even value your energy, your spirit, who you are, you can't love me. See, because this life is living in frequency every day. So just trying to find that energy, stick to it. I realize everybody want to be CEOs, everybody want to own something, everybody want to be bosses. But for those who are like me, the non-ether, to be a boss, you must biologically overcome systematic suppression. Because most of us are ignorant. Most of us are ignorant, and we don't know who we are. And I promise you, young man, I promise you, brother, you'll feel another way about yourself on the inside once you realize who you are. Message. So motivate is to inspire, and inspire is to motivate, in my opinion. Get along with yourself. Get along with your thoughts. They know what's coming. You maybe not know what's coming, but for those who are like me, it's in your genes. Your DNA, your DEA. It remembers. That's going to be the end of this class, you guys. All right? And you know what? Pay attention to some of this new music. I said Arcades and Nico, man. I like her music, man. She ain't saying nothing about vaginas or titties or money. She actually talking this goddess shit. So, do your shadow work, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your shadow work, man. Embrace your darkness. You know what I'm saying? Because everything comes from darkness. Remember, God said on the fourth day, let there be light. You know what I'm saying? The moon and the sun weren't created to the fourth day. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we see around us, it came out the water. And everything around us, even yourself, is water-based. Yeah. Only in realizing they only stabbed us in the back. So I advise you to break these curses upon yourself. And you can do that self-work yourself. This doesn't cost any money. And any person that's charging you any type of money to give you what's already in sacredness, already devote, like already, that's not real. I understand we need money to live, but you know what? You must attract it sincerely. 520-7418. I love you all. Because I love myself. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Pay attention to these goddamn chemtrails, y'all. What's your weather like? Where you at? I'm in Ohio.